Hello to another episode of Kynotalk by Kynotalk. This time again with Bastien, who I already met 2 years ago, a little bit longer than 2 years ago in
Maybe
France.
I
I think it was 2 years ago,
2 years
because
ago.
after the workshop at your location, Cameron was at our.
Yes, exactly.
That was 2 years ago. But
Yes.
many things have happened.
Yeah, now I improve my English.
Yes.
Because the last podcast I have a translation.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And so we met more than 2 years ago in France. Then we met last year in Greece.
Yeah, for
Search and rescue.
Yeah, search and rescue workshop with Petros.
Exactly. And yeah, so this year you reached out to me and asked if you could just stop by, make some holidays with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And or wife, and
Right.
and also do some training together. And yeah, and here you are. So thank you very much for taking the time and stopping by.
Hey, bevor du weiterschaust, alles, was du hier siehst und noch viel mehr, bekommst du auch in unseren Live-Webinaren. Falls du mal eins verpasst hast, gibt's die Aufzeichnungen bequem in unserem Webshop. Einfach auf www.kynotalk.at gehen, im Shop den Bereich Webinaraufzeichnungen auswählen und losstöbern. Und denk an unsere Aktion: 4 Webinare zum Preis von 3. Leg einfach 4 in den Warenkorb und eines davon bekommst du automatisch geschenkt. Hol dir jetzt dein Wissen direkt zu dir nach Hause. Und jetzt geht's mit dem Video weiter.
And doing some training. So today is our second day of training and talking, and I thought it would be fun to share some of our conversation with the community.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me again in your podcast. And just few words for the French auditor.
Yeah.
We'll just said we have no translation, unfortunately, but soon we have a webinar opportunity with you with a translation in French.
Yeah.
Donc, juste salut pour les auditeurs français. Je voulais juste vous prévenir qu'il n'y aura pas de traduction cette fois-ci pour les Français sur ce podcast. Mais par contre, restez connectés parce qu'il y aura très bientôt un webinaire avec Florian sur la détection et la résolution des problèmes dans la détection qui sera traduit en anglais et en français.
And probably we can figure out for YouTube to also have a French subtitle in this video clip. So it might not be perfect, as we know, but for sure it's more than nothing. So I will try to have that running on YouTube.
Ouais, peut-être vous aurez les traductions en français sur YouTube. Ça sera pas parfait comme sur le webinaire, mais ça peut peut-être suivre de cette façon-là. Yes.
Yeah, so everyone who is just listening to this, there is a video version on Spotify, but also on YouTube. And the benefit on YouTube is that you will also have the possibility of subtitles if I figure out how to make that happening.
Yes, I think so.
So,
but technology goes so fast, so I think that can be an option.
And they even so with some creators, they even try out this not only subtitle, but with AI they translate what they say. So I saw some videos from Mr. Beast that are directly translated to German.
Okay.
So I guess he's American.
Okay.
And so these are some test phases with some creators. But honestly, sooner or later we will just record something in French or in German, and then you can watch it in fluent Chinese, right? So.
But I think actually the language translation in Google or YouTube is not equal, because when I see a translation from English to French, it's really pretty well. But when I see your translation on Instagram or YouTube, German to French, it's make no sense at all.
Yeah, crazy.
So I don't know if they need to work more in German speaking or...
Yeah, probably. I have no clue, and sometimes it also really depends on the device you use or the software that you use, I think.
Maybe, yes.
So it's the same with like, meanwhile, I almost do not text or write a text message. I just dictate it. So
Yeah.
And like for WhatsApp, that works pretty well, I think. But if I try to dictate for Instagram or something else, it puts so many mistakes in it. That's so weird. So
Yeah, maybe just Instagram application not have enough understanding of German yet.
yeah. No, I don't think so, actually. I think it's the quality of processing what the device is recording and then transcripting it. So, but never mind. Let's get back to the dog. So, what has happened in the past 2 years? How is your business going? What's happening in France? You're not only doing detection, you're also having this assistance dog and service dog program that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I also, you let me know that you were working with some agency.
Yeah.
Police and military, doing bite work, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
So-
A lot of different things because, yes, I just, as I told you 2 years ago, like to learn more new things. And I'm like a little bit autist. So when I start to have interest for one topic, I can eat that morning, evening. I just do everything to grow up in this new skill or blah blah. So actually, now I look a lot about biting because in France we have some reputation with French ring with old manner to teach the dog, and this guy have lot of experience for sure.
Okay.
But sometimes I don't really understand how is a basic science of learning or something like this. And it's not easy to talk together because we don't have the same communication. And yes, but the ring French sport start to change, I think, in France because the trainer, the young generation want to have more welfare training and blah blah blah. So they receive a lot of pressure from government, and they need.
Because things like this have happened in Austria, and meanwhile it got that far that protection work is forbidden here, and we hope that we can change it at least for a company like ours. But what's the current situation like? Are e-collars banned? Are pinch collars banned? Or are they allowed to use? Are they just allowed for specific groups to use?
So now in France we cannot share knowledge about e-collar. For example, if you are a dog trainer, I can not teach you how to use e-collar or pinch collar, but you can, as a pet owner, you can buy it and use it on your dog without knowledge.
That makes no sense.
No sense at all. But maybe it's just first step for them. I don't know, because it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 months or something. 3 months ago they put this new law.
Okay.
So I don't know if they will go to another step after that, but yes, doesn't make sense if you can use e-collar without knowledge. And yeah. But I think ring sport and blah 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 will change how we start and treat the dog and train the dog. but how, I don't know, because I'm just beginner in bite work. I'm just beginner. I try to learn more. And
why are you starting it? What do you think? Like, why?
Yeah, I started because, as I said, I like to learn more, but also few years ago I already have interest in this sport and practice, but I never have opportunity to learn from guy I like, you know. So now, because we have more e-learning, because I speak better English and understand better English, I can take knowledge from USA, from different parts of the world, and it's make me easier to learn. So it's for that. If I was a opportunity in the past to learn with someone I connect or understand the English, I think sorry, my English. I will did it before. I did it before.
You did it, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, and just few years ago, I just be obsessed with detection and tracking, and of course I don't know everything about detection and tracking, but now I need also new stimulation.
Yeah.
And Byteware give me new stimulation.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, how for example, because you train a lot of stuff also and see a lot of different things like laser, like directional, like detection, like tracking, like Byteware, blah blah blah. How do you continue to be stimulated in dog training? Is it dog train? Is it a training dog, or is it training humans, or is it I don't know.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Like I think I just have this inner drive to train dogs, even though in the last few months and years it feels like it got less. I don't think I'll train less dogs, but it feels like I do less. Maybe because most of it is what we do regularly and like what people know us for. Doing the foundations, building puppies and young dogs, doing detection, doing search and rescue. But I'm very, very interested also in other approaches of things that I do. So I look out for people like Jens Frank and Cameron Ford, Michael Ellis, how they teach and train and do things that we are doing as well. Or Hans Ebers from Germany. And yeah, so recently I participated in this decoy training camp in Germany at Bulli Canine.
Okay.
So also there are great trainers that I look up to, like Björn Wunder and his team, where I just dived into the bite work topic that unfortunately right now is forbidden in Austria, which in the end makes no sense at all. But yeah, the cool thing is just to here and there find a field of dog work that you're new to. So like people see us in specific fields, maybe detection, maybe obedience. Like they see us as experts or whatever you want to call it. And I guess both of us are pretty good in those things, detection and obedience. But when it comes to something like bite work, like there's so many things to learn from me. And I think I understand many things, but like it's not that I would have thought of different approaches of myself. So I thought it's very interesting to see and understand how to build a dog from zero to deployment level, how to work on problems, what to take care of, what to consider and think about in training. Like what I thought interesting in bite work is to make more thoughts of different drives, so prey drive, but also the topic of aggression. How can I make the dog feel good? So when I trigger this dog to be in a defensive aggression, because that dog is a type of defensive aggressive dog, then you can't really reward him in this mental state with prey, because he does not want to play with something. He wants to get rid of something. Right? So, and we don't have this topic in detection, so I think that's just very interesting for me, and I can learn so much. And that's what drives me. I want to learn more. Also, in detection and obedience and tracking and search and rescue, there are so many more things to learn and understand, but it's refreshing to do something else.
Yeah, exactly. And what I like in that, I connect with what you say, because I feel when I see other discipline, it's like my mind mapping to understand dog and training dog and blah 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 grow. You know, I have a better understanding to the dog, how he act and think, maybe. But yes, for example, when I start to do training for detection or every discipline with a nose, I open a new door.
Yeah.
And now when I walk with my dog in a forest, I don't see my dog as before, because I see little reaction with nose or something like this. And I think with every discipline, we can have maybe open a new door and have a better mind mapping in. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's definitely so. So I totally understand that you're looking out for new topics to work in. So,
and also it's little bit maybe utopic, but I think we can apport something in this industry too. Maybe it's pretty soon to say that.
Bring it there. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have also experience with dog and other discipline. So we cannot maybe revolute, but just
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, bring a new
fresh wind.
Yeah. New mind, new.
Definitely. Yeah, I think so. So, and that was also interesting in some of the conversations with Burli Kanoin or Chris. Chris is did bite work so many years, and he did it in sports. He did it for the police, and like he could take a lot from what we did in detection and obedience and directionals, etc., to think of new ways and improve his bite work training.
Yeah.
Definitely. And like you and me and all those people that we talked about, I think what we all share is a natural curiosity. We want to learn new things. We want to see new things. We filter where we want to watch and learn from, for sure. But
because of course we have basic knowledge, like foundation knowledge about what is the dog, how he learn. So when I talk with someone new about bite work, he's a teacher about bite work, if he tell me something with no sense at all about foundation training, I'm a little bit careful.
Yeah.
you know. So it's make me easier to think I find the right guy to teach me how to do bite training.
Yeah. No, sure. So how far have you got in bite work? Do you perform with your dog, or do you train as a decoy? Like, what are you doing in bite work?
I would like to improve my decoy movement, and because I think it's important to if you want to train a dog in a bite work world, decoy do lot of stuff for that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to understand that, and also I really like to feel dogs. So
and that's what I think is so important. Actually, like I would wish for a wish of mine is that in Austria it's very easy to become a dog trainer. Like, actually, you don't even have to prove any skills. No, you just
hey, I'm dog
you
trainer.
just register your business, and then you can
almost the same in France.
Yes.
2-day formation.
Yeah, so there are good and bad stories about it, but in the end, like, what I really hoped for, so all trainers, never regarding what they will do. So maybe they will do just agility, maybe they do just detection, and maybe they do just pet dogs or problem dogs, etc. But I could learn a lot from being exposed to bite work.
Yeah.
Like being in a suit or wearing just a sleeve, and being in the situation of, like,
So dog targets
in a
you.
few seconds, this dog will bite me with full force, and you just feel the power. You feel what the dog is capable of, right? And you also know that your actions will have a
effect on
the dog.
Yeah.
So, but I like in both ways the power of the dog, and like the helplessness that you would have if such a dog got really raged, right? And on the other hand, the possibilities that you have to perform and to guide this dog through an exercise were maybe not mind-blowing, but I could learn a lot from this. And I think, like, too many trainers talk about stuff that they really have never been exposed to, never experienced.
Exactly.
And I think everyone should be more open to that. Like, how is your experience of being bitten the first time?
It was some years ago, but if I remember, I think I will be like any bait, just no move at all and be confident with the handler.
But you did it already. Like, you have already been bitten.
Sorry, maybe I don't understand your ask.
You have already been bitten, yeah. Like, you had a suit on and the dog bites you.
Yeah. You ask me for the first time when I experiment that.
Yeah.
What is my feeling?
Yeah.
I feel just like I practice boxing, so when I have some stress, I have the capacity to just I don't know, just stay. We say froid in France.
Yeah, frozen.
Yeah,
cold,
and just process my my thinking, process my feeling. So I do nothing. He bite me, and I say, "Oh my God, what's happened?" And just stay confident with the handler, because also when I did it for the first time, I think he target my leg, And maybe I make a mistake, I don't remember, or the dog make a mistake. But after the second, when they send me the dog in the second time, he target my dick. So he just say out, and the dog reacts really pretty well. So it was good. But yeah, it's. I think I don't feel so much afraid or something for the first time. It's when you start to be hurt after 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now you can, with bad experience, you can start to have some anxious feeling because the last time the dog, I don't know, bites your hand or just you feel pain and so. Yes, but the first time you are just beginner, you don't know what you will feel, and I don't think the first time it's harder. Like in boxing, we said go to the ring for fight for the first time. It's okay if you have a courage. We say courage in English. If you have a courage, if you go another time, because now you already know what is a fight and take punch, but you go again. So yes, I think it was like this when I start with dog also fighting. What about you? It was in Sweden with Jens or
No. It was like the first time I got bitten. It was years ago, maybe 12 years ago in Tyrol, where I once happened to be on an IGP.
Okay. In Austria?
Yes.
When it's okay to do?
Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah. So these restrictions with protection dog sports took place this year.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So and back then I was pretty frightened actually. I did not know. I participated in search and rescue, and I just had no clue what was happening. So they just put me to sleep. They put me in this little tent, and the dog was coming for a bark and hold or guard and bark. I don't know what it's called in English. And then I should let the dog bite, and it was a pretty strong Malinois. I remember. So I was nervous, at least, for sure. And then years later, I had the chance to train with Chris. So we prepared some dogs for special forces, actually, in bite work. And this year we learned or we heard from the unit that the dog, it's in police special forces, the dog had its first real life bites.
Okay.
And did quite well. So we're very happy about that. And this dog is in a Scandinavian country. But and then with Chris, he just told me quite well what to do. And I think that's a very important thing. If you get bitten the first few times, to have a handler and trainer who are really confident and who have dogs that really work.
And not try to...
not do experiments.
Yeah.
And the first few times. I think it's like here when you learn to ride a horse, you will get, like we say, a school horse. A horse that might be 20 years old and knows exactly what to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to take my dog to teach green handlers, because the dog, they don't have to worry what to teach a dog. They should just handle the dog. And I think the same goes for...
In France, we say the green dog with experiment decoy.
Yes.
And
a green decoy with an experienced dog.
Yeah, exactly.
And that makes a lot of sense. So definitely, that makes a lot of sense. And you might have a dog that bites pretty hard, but there is almost no risk that something bad would happen. And it can... In bite work, it can get painful quite fast. And if you then have a dog that does not out, these few seconds feel like minutes.
Eternity, yeah.
So,
exactly.
but that's a cool thing. And I even... it's like understanding dogs even in a better way. If you know and feel what they can do and how they react. So I really hope that every dog trainer should make these
at least one time
experiences.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that. And sometimes I have a dog trainer, a specialist on, rehabilitation or education, problem behaviors, and blah, blah, blah. And they search for workshop about this topic. And I every time answer, maybe you need to start to just go to workshop about everything, every discipline, like bite work, detection, maybe agility, maybe with how call it in English, with sheep and
Herding. Sheep
yes,
dogs,
and border collie.
Yeah, herding dogs.
So if you have as I said, mind mapping of what the dog like, how he react, the genetic also, blah blah blah. Maybe you can help better when the dog have problem behaviors.
Yeah.
And
And like also understanding problem behavior, like where does it come from? Is this dog really frightened of everything, or is this dog just insecure and unsure? How like and like for me this was mind blowing to learn. You will never be able to reward a dog with kibble or a toy when this dog is in a defensive aggressive state of mind. Like the only thing that will reward the dog's behavior is if you build distance to the stressor, which might be the decoy. And so I thought, of course, it sounds so simple and sounds so easy, but have those people who train problematic dogs ever made those thoughts? Like, how should they make those thoughts if they never faced a training like this? And so I think it would be smart. It would be smart, like if you want to make a dog stop biting people or other dogs, it would also make sense to know how to train a dog to bite people, at least, maybe not other dogs, but at least to bite people, to understand, okay, this is the way how we train dogs to bite people and be confident in it. Now we might have a confident or an inconfident dog that bites people unwanted. So how could we turn this around? Like, exactly. Like in, you have a dog that is barking and you don't want the dog to bark. You have trained dogs to bark in protection or in search and rescue, so you know how to make it happen. So it might be easier to understand how it's the best way to make it stop.
Exact. Totally agree with that. Yeah, I think makes sense. Makes sense. So I do this. Now I try to learn more about that. Maybe I will organize some workshop with. I organize in September with Marcin from.
Marcin from Poland. Yeah.
And yes.
Have you met him before?
Not yet, but Petros and Jens Frank recommend me, so we will see. And maybe in...
I never, I met him in Sweden, but just like, hello.
Cross. Yeah.
Just talked a little bit. But obviously...
Maybe another one, January, February, March. Maybe in April or May. With USA guys, it's called Canine Mike on Instagram. It's a crossroads industry.
What's the guy's name? Mike Nesbeth.
Yeah, something.
Yes. So
he worked a lot with Carlos Ramirez.
Yes.
Yes, and I follow something with him on. He have an online course about decoy for policemen.
So they do a lot of deployment stuff or working dog stuff, but they also do dog sports. And I think most they do is PSA.
Yeah.
So what are you interested in? So probably French ring, or have you thought of like maybe Belgian ring, or is it KNPV, Mondio ring, PSA? Like what are you interested in?
No, to be honest, I don't really like sport in general, the competition and follow the rule and blah, blah. I prefer to train dog for real world application. So I'm also interested how you can start with good foundation like grip development or decoy movement and blah, blah, blah. And move on until how we can bite on just human, like passive human without sleeve or bite suit, or because I think it's harder than we think sometimes to move to no sweat at all, and I know he work on that a lot, so I'm being.
Have you done muscle work?
Yes, no, I don't do it. Yes and no, but I think it's different because it's in France we have when you are police, you cannot just send dog to bite. So if someone want to fight with you without knife or gun, you can just send the dog for punch with a muzzle. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have enough knowledge yet, but I think it's a little bit different when you just teach the dog to punch and come back and punch again with muzzle and try to really bite with muzzle, you know? Because, for example, in France, when I train for punch with muzzle, I never hear the dog try to bite or to try with mouth. And I think it's important part to hear the dog really try to get it. You know, when you So I never train this aspect. I just train for punching a little bit, and But I think it's a part of the process.
Yeah. And I don't even dare to talk about it because I have so little knowledge. But we did a lot of muscle work in the decoy workshop.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun. Having the dogs, like we used like this motocross protection gear.
Okay. Yes.
Like you have
yes.
protection on the chest and on the back and on your arms. Then you put on a jacket and you look a little bit like more, but not less. Yeah. And it's good to have the stuff because depending on the muscle, like it's a muscle like this, or it's a leather muscle with a steel component. Yeah, it tends to hurt depending on how far they get you from or how often the handler lets them push you. But as I say, I don't dare to dive in this topic because I have too little knowledge about it. But if you have the chance once to work with someone like Bully K9, like they only do it for agencies and authorities. That's where they come from. They're all still active policemen and handlers and trainers. So they don't offer this training to civilians.
Okay.
But maybe there is a chance.
Name of a business.
I will send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
Yeah, ask him.
At least have a chat about some things that they can and want to share. Yeah. But also there, I think it's very important, and that's one of the hard parts. So, like in detection and many other topics of the dog training, I feel quite safe. And I think that I can like I understand other trainers who are doing a great job, but I just don't agree on some things. And I have my way of training. And then I know other trainers who I think are just doing nonsense, right? But it's hard, like when you go into a new topic, like bite work, how do you know that the trainer that you're now following, or like how do you know that these guys are
I understand what you mean.
what's the fucking word? Like they're capable, right?
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
Competent.
Yeah, it's a difficult part.
Yeah.
But I think how I do this, I just remember, as I said, the foundation. If the guy knows the foundation or not at all. But sometimes you have experienced guys without, how can I explain, foundation word, you know, words. For example, he doesn't know about positive reinforcement, but he use it and he use it in a good way, for example. But for me, yes, I look if he have a basic foundation knowledge, and after that, how he explain why he do this or why he not do this, blah, blah. And also, if he talk a lot about other trainer or are just focus on what he do.
Yeah.
Because when someone talk about other, every time, he's not good, he's not good. For me...
Or show me what you do,
Yeah, so...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
This, of course, and after that, I think, for sure, you will take some bad things, because we have always limitation as a trainer. You, me, as a human, we have limitation. So maybe you will, in a start, bring in your training also some limitation from this guy, but you need to start, and after some years you maybe change or leave it to take another one. And it's for that I think it's really important to not have a god of trainer for detection. I just want to hear Florian or Tobias or Cameron. No, maybe Tobias have a good thing to share, maybe Florian have a good thing to share, maybe Cameron, and blah blah blah.
Definitely.
And if you have
and that's so important. Yeah, I think that's so important to go to different trainers and collect different aspects. Like there will never be, like, I didn't take everything from my mentors and trainers, but I took a lot of it, and then you get your own handwriting, right? And then you experience by yourself, or maybe this makes sense to do it slightly different here and there. And as we said in the very beginning, just to stay open for new things.
And sometimes we think, detection is detection, or bite work is bite work. But no, if you have your own goal and you have your own environmental, and I don't know, you have your own dog, you have your own limitation, you have blah 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 blah. So that can change a lot how you will train the dog, because you don't have the same goal, you don't have the same expectation, you cannot reach the same thing. Maybe, I don't know, you have not enough physical conditioning. So for me, it's not a problem to, I don't know, make a simple movement like take Kong, move away, take Kong, move away. But maybe someone else, it's a lot of pain for him, so he need to find another way to move the Kong or the target. But so it's, I think we cannot make everything in the same way.
Definitely.
You need just to understand the concept, and after that, try to use in what you need. if you search for explosive, it's not searching for water treat. You don't have the same goal and the same. Yeah. So we need to be flexible. I think.
Yeah, definitely. So that was a lot about protection work and like how to stay curious, how to learn as a trainer, so how to remain a learner as a trainer. And I think that we should never quit. Let's talk about the past 2 days now that you're here in Austria. Yeah. So I think yesterday already we had some great conversations, and then I introduced to you the detection dog training system. So what are your thoughts about this device?
I think it's a really good tool for odor conditioning, because as you show me and told me, we can do many repetitions in a few time. And we know it's good for generalization, some understanding of odor. And yes, and without also handler influence and move with glove or hand the target and blah blah blah. So I think it's a really good tool. Just for sure, it's a machine, so with good technology, so it's cost a little bit, and I think we need to understand also we need to check if it's worth it for my application. As we said, is it worth it for my application, my money, my number of dog I train every year, and blah blah blah. If yes, perfect, buy this machine. But if it's not worth it, when you think about your money, how many dogs you train, blah blah blah, maybe it's not the right tool for you now. Maybe not tomorrow, but now maybe it's better to stay in lineup or carousel.
Yeah. So we still work a lot on our lineups. We still work a lot with the scent wheel, and even that is too expensive for some people. So you really have to think of your budget. But and it also works. But I think the future is in some like AI kind of tools. In a way, there is a little AI in the machine because of the randomizer, at least. And probably there will be even more AI in the future. And more things that we could measure, like how often did the dog sniff until he indicated and remained in the hole, for example. So maybe that's interesting, or the dog's body temperature is changing, like in this duration of working on the machine. I think there could be many things added to the whole thing.
I think I see. I saw like how we call it in English. Like this. We have for
a necklace or bracelet.
Yeah, bracelet, and like for human, when you go to run, jogging, you have a pulse. And everything like this.
Like on a watch.
Like a watch, yes. Yeah. So yes, I think for study or for just know the capability of your dog and can be great to use a AI.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but back to the machine. So I'm sure that in future we might be able to have similar devices for less money. But I guess it's like in the very beginning with many things that when it's new and it hasn't yet established, you're still like in the, like we say, in the children's shoes of development. Things are expensive. So I guess like back then, almost no one had a computer at home. Now everyone has a computer with them all the time, or a smartphone, etc.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think times will change also there in detection, and or in this particular way in detection. But I think those things will also help us in, again, understanding how a dog is working, because until then, we as a trainer, we had to train the dog. Like, we have to watch, okay, is the dog, did it smell on the exact correct box? Is the dog now indicating? What happened before indication? Did they lick it? Did they bite it? Did they scratch it? Did they bark? Now they're indicating. How could I reward? Should I reward? Should I reward unannounced, announced? Should I recall the dog? Should I ignore the dog? And now with the machine, we can do so many setups, like reward the dog after 2 seconds, use food or use a ball. 20% of the time there's no reward, blah, blah, blah. So many things can be preset, and now we're watching a dog basically teaching itself doing it. So I thought that's very interesting to see.
Yeah, exact. With my dog, when I trained that these 2 days, for me, the more interesting part is what you say now, is to see how my dog start to process, to solve these troubles, and find a way to have access to food. And so I think it's good skill for detection, because the dog needs to solve so many troubles without look at me every time. And so yes, I think good machine. But I just say we need to know if it's useful for me or for you now, because sometimes we look, for example, you are beginner in detection and you see someone in Instagram and you say, oh, he has this machine. Oh, maybe for detection I need to have this machine. But I think in reality we can do many things without too much expensive, at least for started.
Yes.
It depends.
Definitely.
Also,
yeah, definitely. And that's also what Jens always said, like, don't buy any fancy equipment.
Yeah.
You can start with like the gravel ground here, the little stones. This is a perfect flat brick wall to work with. And well, you need some equipment, but for sure you can start very cheap and do a lot of training. And that's also important to build your own skills, right?
Exactly.
To build skills, and the like when I watch videos of the first scent wheels that I worked with, which was like, in the end it was a barrel, an old oil barrel, and I had 3 sticks that I put on it, and I had like at least I had metal boxes that I taped on it with duct tape, and this was my scent wheel. So you can get away very cheap, and it might even have the benefit for the dog that like every time it looks slightly different. But also yourself, you have to become very creative on, okay, what do I really need for this kind of training? How could I build it? And how does it make sense for my dog? Like, again, like we are talking about lineups and scent wheels and machines. In bite work, they have different manchettes.
Yeah.
They have different suits. They have different sleeves. They're bigger. They're smaller. They're soft.
Yeah.
They're like undercover or hidden sleeves. So they make the same thoughts about their training as we do in detection, or in like for example for guide dogs, for blind people. They need to make so many thoughts of how could I build a setup in training to make it useful.
Exactly.
And this is where you get very creative, and I think that's a very important thing for a trainer to innovate things.
Yeah.
And maybe we find out that it's rubbish and it's useless.
Yeah, exact. You need to imagine, and for use this tool or this tool, but also how I can teach the dog to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So when you are blocked, you need to be creative for find a solution, and so of course, as a trainer, it's this part of I love the most of in dog training. I say this part I love the most because it's you have stimulation, you know. So to be honest, I don't know if I will continue to stay with dog if I don't train a dog. I really like train dog, but dog just for petting.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't think I will continue to stay with
funny,
dog.
Yeah, I have the same feeling about it. Like there is, I really appreciate dogs and I like to have dogs around.
Yeah.
But also because I spend a lot of time with them in training, and it's like having a friend that you work with and you spend a lot of time building stuff. Like you create things. And that's why I like to spend time with them, and that's why I like to talk about them or talk with them. And that's the same with my dog. Like I like to have my dog with me on the couch because we did a great training today. But like I think of a wonderful life without dogs. Like, right?
Exactly.
No hair, clean house, and
you want to move to you move.
Yeah, and you can say, well, sure, I don't buy a bus, I buy a cabrio, limousine or whatever, you know. So you want to meet in, I don't know, in Dubai, let's jump on the plane and fly there.
Yeah, exactly.
So many downsides having dogs.
Exactly.
I totally agree on that. So what are your future plans with the company?
With my company?
Yes.
I want to build e-learning more and more. Yeah, I want to build e-learning more and more. So
what do you think, like nowadays or since Corona, the e-learning things have developed a lot?
Yeah.
What do you think is important? Like, what do you offer that is unique to the market? Or why do you think people will buy your courses and not others?
Good question.
What's your unique selling proposition?
Good question.
Next question.
I think, first of all, I bring knowledge from other countries, like Germany or USA and blah, blah, blah.
Austria.
And you cannot find it in France now if you don't come to my business. Because I don't know someone else in France do what I do.
Yeah.
And I think they have a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You know, because knowledge is, as we said, tools. It's something, but knowledge is better if you want to train on a gravel and you have imagination and knowledge. You can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So yes, first of all, for that you have access to knowledge in French from different country, and I think how I build my e-learning is really easy to follow. It's just step by step. I'm not alone to do step by step, of course, but I choose topic, as I said, in France, who no one talk. Like assistant dog, I don't find a lot of things about e-learning for assistant dog, especially in France. I don't know for Dutchland but in France, for sure. I don't know if someone else do this.
Interesting. Yeah.
So yeah.
I think it was the same for Kynotalk, and before Kynotalk, my other company, HTX, like there wasn't really anyone I knew of who like did so many things with the SWDI back then and invited them for workshops and followed their system or their way and style. I don't like to call it their system or their method. They don't like it neither because like it's just an approach and a different way of like maybe others do it. And for sure, that's a very, very powerful thing. So
Yes.
yeah, I guess that's a smart move. So you will offer online progression plans or webinars. What is it that you do? Is it like is it a guided training or is it a do-it-yourself training? Like this is the content, follow these steps and do your best. Can people get in touch with you and you will give feedback?
Yeah, we have 3 possibilities. One is to follow alone a plan of progression. You have access to video example and also some right guidance and blah, blah, blah. So we have this option. The other option is to follow webinar with me or with you, for example, or another guy from another business, and I translate. Because I think, yes, in France, we are really bad to speak English. I improve my English, but I need to improve again. And as you know, 2 years ago, I talk just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a big improvement. As I realized that when we met in Greece, like already then your English was perfectly fine.
So yes, I want to give access for French people to knowledge because he have this obstacle with language yet. So yes, we have the autonomy plan progression you can follow in an autonomy way. You have a webinar in French with me or with subtitle with someone else like you. And we have the third option is coaching. So we can have a video call or we can also have, I follow you for 1 month. For example, you choose a topic and I give you some question and also some recommendation. And you have access to group and you share your video and I comment and give you feedback. If it's okay, just move on to the next step. Or if you need to improve a little bit, I can give you some feedback. So yes, we have this third option.
Nice.
Actually.
Nice. But you will still offer in-person training. You will still offer workshops.
Yes, I think I will make less and less private coaching, but more and more group coaching and workshop. And I would like, but I don't have enough opportunity yet to just train dog and sell them. I really want to do this, but I did it in past. I continue with assistant dog because I have good contract and the people are in a good mindset, blah blah. But I prepare also some Malinois for detection purpose for airport and blah blah.
Nice. Yeah.
And I have a bad experience with this airport because I'm not sure he care about the dog, and I decided to stop it. And now if I do it again, I will have some really discussion with the future owner to be sure he will treat the dog in a good way. And blah blah blah. So yes, I can continue for money, but now I don't want that because when I train dog, for sure after some weeks, some months, I start to love it, and I don't want him to.
I understand.
You know.
Yeah, and that's always a hard thing. Like when you train dogs and give them away, like you had them for a few months, and you keep them like your private dogs.
Yeah.
In the end, you never really know what will happen.
Yeah.
Like you can have a good feeling,
Exact.
and you just don't know what's happening. You can have a bad feeling, and it might be perfect for the dog.
Exact.
So that's a hard thing, and that's like with every dog that I sell, it doesn't get easier. For at least for myself.
Yeah.
And
do you do something like he follow course with you before take a dog, or when you sell a dog you just sell, or you stay some days to explain how you train a dog and how? No? Okay.
So basically we ask them what we should prepare the dog on and what they want, and then what I do is like I send them video clips, and I do like a video manual. This is how we did detection, this is the obedience that we did. Either they tell me what cues I should use, or I just use my cues and tell them what I used so far, and then they test the dog. Like they have, in the end, actually they have 1 day to test the dog and then decide yes or no, it takes it. Last time I spent 3 days in the country, and with them, because we also did some other training, so they could check the dog for 3 days. That was an extra that happened. But yeah, so we don't stay any longer in regular.
Okay.
And like they're no beginners. They know how to work dogs, they know how to train dogs.
Okay. That make a difference.
And it's always an authority or an agency buying these dogs.
Yes. But sometimes if the guy don't know how you train the dog, you just lose the skill. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me, so why do I prepare dogs and sell them? Actually, just because it makes me a better trainer.
Yeah.
And a better handler and a better dog person. So, because I think every dog is different, slightly different, sometimes extremely different.
Yeah.
And like with all the Labradors that we had in the past few years, we always had the same goals. And we always wanted to achieve the same level of skill set, quality. But we always had different sorts of material.
Yeah.
And so this is so interesting for me. And again, then you might even have more understanding for people who have different kinds of dogs with different problems.
Exactly.
So like the normal handler might have 3 to 4 dogs in his career when he starts early.
Yeah.
We have maybe 3 to 4 to 5 different dogs per year.
Yeah.
Right. And so this is a whole different story of like, we're still young.
Yeah.
But I've trained so many different dogs that I have kept for several months that most other trainers won't even have that many dogs in all their lives.
Yeah. Exact. And it's why also I want to sell dog, not just for selling, but to take experience from this dog. Because as you say, you can have 10 Malinois or 10 Labrador, but every Labrador have little bit difference, and you need, as you say, to be creative. Oh, this dog react like this, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you can see, this dog learn really fast this skill, and this dog it take me more time to achieve the same goal. And yeah, exact.
Definitely. So, is there something, like what was your last or your latest aha moment?
Aha moment? What is it?
Like when you were facing a situation where you thought, it could be that easy, or this is how it works.
I'm not sure to understand.
Well, let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT.
So during the training?
Yeah, probably during the... No, maybe when you were reading a book. I asked ChatGPT, give me a second. Wie übersetzt du Aha-Moment ins Französische? Fragezeichen. I'm interested.
No Claude?
Yeah. I just don't dare to pronounce it. But this is...
Ah, un déclic. Moment d'un déclic. Wow, good question.
Un moment déclic. Ou un moment de révélation.
Yes, exact. Wow, good question. I think maybe the first thing I think now is maybe about using positive punishment. Because, yes, I was with Jens Frank in a workshop, and someone asked Jens Frank, what do you think about e-color? And he answered, I think it's a good tool, but it's allowed.
Not allowed.
Not allowed in Sweden, so I don't use it. And me, I think, oh my God, why he says that?
He must be a bad person.
Yeah, it's just not.
He must be a criminal.
It's not ethical to use it. So why he do this? Because he's so smart and he says that. So I start to process and open a little bit my mind. And yeah, after some honest searching, I understand better now, I think, about using positive punishment and yeah, e-color or something else, and how to plan it, not use with emotional way or something like this.
Yeah.
And just be honest with the way of learning and the life, because sometimes positive punishment happen without you don't want, but it's happened. It's like this. I don't know, the dog run here and I not prepare myself and he take a big shock with leash, or I don't know. This can be everything, but so yes, my déclic. I think it's the last déclic is when I start to learn more about e-color and positive punishment, and yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. And again, this like we could talk about this for many more hours, but we're getting to an end now. So, as you know, there is this question that we ask from our previous guest, and I already sent it to you before, so you could translate it. So the question is like, how do you deal with someone that you talk to who is not having the same opinion as you do, but like you want to stay polite, you want to stay in touch with this person, of course. How do you deal with disagreement?
It's depend of the topic. If I'm
What's the French way?
the French sentence.
No.
French way for
the
okay.
French style of dealing with disagreement.
It's depend
It's the
of
guillotine.
my emotional state. But I think I will remember. I like one sentence. It say in French.
Fake news.
Fake news. in French, it's une bonne idée peut-être. Le contraire d'une bonne idée peut être aussi une bonne idée. So the opposite of the good idea can be also a good idea. And I like this sentence because sometimes we fight for idea. Like, no, my idea is better. No, my idea. But maybe your idea is really good and my idea also. And we think it's opposite, but it's, as we said, maybe we have a different goal or different experience, different dog and blah, blah, blah. So I try to remember that. And also I try to remember we have a like map how can I explain? How you perceive the reality.
How you realize
your perception of the reality is like a map.
Persuasion.
For example, if I give you a map of Paris with it's a satellite map, for example. Is it true? Yes, maybe. If I give you another map with to Paris, but not satellite map, but with how we that transport water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have word canalization. Canalization
Yeah.
maybe. It's also true, but when you look it's really different.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
And this is not reality, and this is not reality because Paris is more than just this picture. But it's true. It's Paris satellite picture, and it's Paris map of water.
Canalization.
Yeah. The both is true, but it's not Paris. The reality is more
both is true, but you're looking for different topics, or you have different questions, or different backgrounds. Probably.
Yeah, and also your perception of the Paris is this map, but the reality of Paris is more than your perception.
Yeah.
So as we said, we have a perception of dog, how to train dog, blah, blah, blah. But if tomorrow I start bite work, or if tomorrow I start detection or agility or what else, my perception start to change. As I said, positive punishment, oh no, e-collar, oh no. And now my perception changed. But the reality doesn't change. It was already like, I don't know if you can understand clearly.
Definitely. Yeah.
So just to answer the question, I try to remember my perception of the reality is not the reality, and your perception also. So I will not fight for my perception, because my perception is just a little map of the Paris, or the perception of the reality. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe we are both true. And if you have this mindset, I think if the guy start to fight, you let him fight alone, and that stop easy, because for fighting you need to be two. But if you start to want to fight with me for no, my idea is better, blah, blah, and you fight alone, that stop pretty fast, So it's my advice. I don't know if it's question or far of the commercial.
No, it's totally right. I think of something funny now. I think it's a quite famous. Maybe it's not famous. Maybe it's just in my bubble of social media. But there was a very funny reel of a guy talking in German. Like he said, it always takes two for having an argument or having a fight with each other. And also in a relationship, it's always two who cause the problem. It's your girlfriend and her stupid best friend who are supporting each other.
Yeah.
No. So
like that. Yes.
So, what's your question for my next guest?
You don't know yet the guest?
No, I have several planned.
Possibility, okay.
But I don't know who will be first. I have to check.
Yes. Do you think the dog need a job to be happy, to be welfare? I don't know if it's right to say it like this, but yes. Do you need, for example, street dog can be just happy to be free, or the dog need to be with human and have a job to be
Happy. That's a good one.
Question.
That's a good one.
Great.
Yeah. So, my friend, we will spend another day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yesterday and today we had some detection dog training. We went to the gym this morning, which was also very fun.
Yeah.
And
You break my core and my leg, but yes, it was good.
no,
Coming for that.
wasn't that bad. And tomorrow we will continue with some room searches, with some single blinds, and we'll see your dog's performance and talk what went well, what we could develop and improve. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. Thanks for taking the time. I really enjoyed that one. Is there anything that you want to announce to the community?
Yeah, but thank you for the new podcast and the discussion. And if you want to come on the online learning on my website, you can. We have planned a webinar with Florian about problem solving in detection. The webinar will start 1st October. Yeah, 1st October at 7 p.m. But I think Monday 26 August you can register. So yes, and we will have the French subtitle. So yeah, English speaker and French speaker are welcome. Perfect. And I will say that also in French because for French people we need to have some translation. So, donc, merci déjà à vous d'avoir suivi le webinaire, le podcast, pardon. Et justement, on aura un webinaire avec Florian à propos de la résolution de problèmes dans la détection le 1er octobre et vous pourrez commencer à vous enregistrer le 26 ou peut-être le 27 août, donc d'ici une semaine au moment où on enregistre. Vous aurez les traductions en français et vous aurez la possibilité de répondre, de poser vos questions à la fin où je traduirai. Donc n'hésitez pas à nous rejoindre si vous êtes intéressé par la détection. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now you enjoy the day. Maybe you go swimming or...
I will do some visiting with my wife. She wants to see how we call it.
The Danube?
I don't know. It's Abbaye.
The castle.
Melk?
Yeah. Kloster in German. I forgot the English word for it, but never mind.
Yeah, but
for sure, it's a good idea. Perfect.
Thank you very much.
So then, if you like this podcast or in this video podcast, let us know. Like, share, subscribe where we post. Like, share, subscribe at our channels on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're streaming and listening to us. Give us a rating and share it with your friends and colleagues. With everyone who you think this might be interesting for. And see you the next time. I'm sure the next guests will be very interesting as well. So I've just checked my calendar. And I guess the next guest will be English speaking as well. It'll be great. A guest from the United States. And we never had this one. So it will be a new guest with a new topic. And I'm really looking forward to this one. So stay safe, everyone. And enjoy training with your dogs. See you next time. Bye. Good.
Nice.
So.